look at a counter to what happens when he rolls through on the omoplata. Very common, we're going for a submission from the omoplata. In the last video, our partner or opponent counters this by rolling completely through the move and stopping the shoulder lock. We can use this to either further our attacks or a sweep and come up on top. As before, with these positions, collar sleeve, foot on the bicep. Our partner again puts the weight back and pulls his arm away. We bring the hips up, elbow starts to flare this way, hand in the pocket. As the leg comes over, at this point, my partner feels like he knows that the pressure in his shoulder is going to cause a lot of damage. So, as we sit our legs through and over, in most cases, we sit up and control the hip. Move back slightly, please. So I control the hip to stop the roll. However, because a lot of pressure is going through the shoulder, naturally our partner looks away, rolls over the shoulder, continues the roll through, stopping the ability for me to actually lock his shoulder. But what he does in this process is, as he goes over, he allows me the opportunity to come up, follow him, and get on top. And in many cases, I can use the re-roll myself to further my attacks. For now, we're going to work with a position. Move around slightly, please, sir. From this position here, where our partner has rolled through. This is very common, and in many instances, you may let your partner or opponent roll through. You can aid this as they're going over by controlling the leg. I ask you to come back, please. To that shoulder position again. I'll come back through, yeah. Thank you. So, in this position, as I sit up, I'm controlling the hip, but I notice my partner's going to roll. So as he rolls, I can grab the leg and actually help them go through with the roll. Notice in this position how my leg stays in the arm, and I make sure that the arm doesn't really come out, but I just still keep that locked in. I can help this come over. I can even pull in here and controlling this arm. The key for me now is not to allow my partner to really get this elbow free by pulling his elbow to the mat and turning his hips back into me. So, what I need to do is make sure that when I help my partner roll over, that actually my priority is to stop him sitting up and turning into me. And the first thing I'll do is, as he rolls over, I'll switch my hips back to the S-sit, and I'll drive my chest forward. My arm is going across, so the hand from the leg, as we roll, can come straight across and act as a barrier, stopping him from sitting up. Once I've stopped him from sitting up, I can then, come around please. As I've stopped him from sitting up, I can then plant my hand and drive the elbow under the armpit. This further consolidates of me stopping him sitting up. So this is very important. If I can pinch my elbow in, it's very hard if he tries now to sit up. It's incredibly hard because my weight's going through his chest. Right, this position please. Again please. So, there you go. So, we're here. We've stopped him from sitting up. At this point, the arm is still there. All we're going to do is bring our hips forward, clear the arm, drag, step my foot over. So you can see here, this foot's in, and I've got under the elbow. I push the arm down, I step, I drop my hips into that space. Once I've dropped the hips into that space, hands on the hips, push back, walk my hips. I can then come straight over, take my side control, position. We'll go through that all on speed. Collar sleeve. Have control. hips up, drop, omoplata. As I move my legs across, I feel my partner roll. I clear, and I sit into him. Notice here, my base, I change to the S-sit, like I would be finishing the submission. Control here, bring my hips up, like a sit-through, get rid of the arm, step over, drive my hips under the armpit, collect the side control.